think, do I have the one where, give me a second. Okay, here it is. So this was a funeral. And again, I felt like he died like really recently. Like I think I heard about this at Complex Con, which was literally just this weekend. So he was already laid to rest. This is the book. Duty Low.
To stop the violence so the kids come out and play. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what type of time I'm on. Like, I don't want to do it like that. I don't care to be stop squashing nobody else's beef.
So when I'm going to the brothers, I don't want to say it's taboo, but the first thing I'm not talking about is.
Okay. 21 Savage paid for the funeral, as I said, or he offered to at least. Pays funeral. This was the message here. It says, yo, this is Savage. Sis, I'm praying for you. Call or text me. If you or the kids need anything in the world, I got you. He said, thank you. And he says, I'm serious, though, not just talking. And tell his mom, let me know the funeral cost. I got it. So, okay, thank you. I don't know why that was there. Anyway. Previously, people were saying, well, what does Savage know about, or why is he doing this? Savage had posted some of his messages with Zoo, and it kind of showed their relationship, that they pretty much had a pretty good relationship, and he was saying he talked to him a lot. So these were the messages here. It says, hit me, da-da-da. Is it finna get in the shower? Give me 15 minutes. You know, what you want? Just got back in, da-da-da-da. He said, I sit on the phone every other night. Yeah. And he posted him, and he said, damn, thug. Then he showed some shit recently, and he's like, happy Earth Day, brother, 4L. Love you, brother. He said, man, call me. It was just got back in. Yeah, so very, very sad. Very sad. Now, I believe they say Trench's News, who is pretty reputable, I think, when it comes to Chicago. He had a whole thing about, what supposedly happened. Here we go.
You want to support me? Shout out to all my mom. Remember, if you got anything extra, I said extra, not food, hygiene, clothes, back, neutrons. Smash that like button. So this video sprayed the crowd down. They sprayed Zoo and them down, and then they got up out of there. Y'all already know that. Well, the other ones, I don't know their conditions. I know that it was 2 in critical, Zoo and another one. And the other one, he was like non-life-threatening injury. He was going to make it. But the other one was in critical when I checked. And Bezu was put on life support because his organs had failed. He lost a lot of blood, due to being shot in his torso and the other area. And he was on life support. Well, the family has been told to me that the family has taken Bezu off life support. They don't want him to struggle no more or go through that, because the machines is the only thing that's keeping them alive. The doctors come in the room and tell you that, these machines, the only thing that's going to keep them alive. When we turn off these machines, if we turn them off, we can keep them on, though, and see if he going to make it. But if we keep him on, it's going to cost and all that. So, the family decided to take THF Bezu off life support, man. Bezu is gone, man. Hey, condolences to the family, man. Condolences to his brother Mohammed. Condolences to his whole family, man. Hey, I just want to tell the youth, man. But yeah, man, to the kids, bro. And one person, like, I just learned off the experience that I see that they went bro. He ain't gonna do nothing to Zoo, bro. Like for rest, I will be going live and kill him, man. You want to support me?
Hold on. I seen Trap Lord did some shit on there, right?
Man, people jammed up, man. You got to be careful wearing those on camera. But they're saying this is THF Bezu's killer. People are saying, you know how many people got that tech? They're saying everybody's got.
Yo, I'm so glad I did my Warren Chirac wave. I'm good, bro. I'm done. I'm done. Check me out of the game, coach. I'm out. Because now, I think if you did the Warren Chirac, you guys got to go on Reddit and just name the killers. Like, and I think like now, like the Flacos, Trap Lord Rosses, they're in that world. Me, I'll just watch them. I'm good.
Got that tech. People are saying that's Lil Sam, I think. Okay. So
What the fuck is that?
people been trying to work out who it is, and they're saying that it's Lil Sam. Okay, the reason they're saying it's Lil Sam is because there is another post going around where somebody, okay, they're saying this is Lil Sam, basically said it straight. Bruh, I'm just gonna
Man, I love a killer like just confessing. You know what I mean?
play you the clip.
Why catch the body if you don't want nobody to know?
You tell me what you think's going on in this clip, man. You're gonna see what's going on.
I mean, stop posting man on my shit, man. Man, man. Where you at?
I'm on my way.
So he's showing off a whole bunch of money and saying where he at, and people are saying this money. Where'd he get this money from? People saying in the comments, they saying
Maybe he got a job. Maybe he got a job.
you killed Zoo on Reddit. The zoo closed today.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I'm a leader. I've been running up this paper. I don't be there. Think I'm cheating. I'm a soldier. Can't go home until this mission get complete. You know I love you.
How you coming?
Hey, get some woods out of here.
I'm on my way, sir.
Big body thing, nigga.
Well, shout out to the self snitchers, man. I love it. Okay, all right. So people are basically self
Music industry during this.
To the world like this, how you come? You feel?
And what it was, man, far-fetched.
Okay. All right. I seen King Yellow jump in this. King Yellow.
Perform way in the sky. That because it's crazy because I came up 607 Unk shit and I'm like, man, damn, they just shot Zoo, man. Whoa. He's like, man, he ain't dead. Motherfucker, like he ain't dead. And I'm like, damn.
Best thing King Yellow ever did was move to Vegas, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. If he had stayed in Chicago, because we all remember King Yellow from Chirac, man. That nigga was looking like a pregnant roach, just looking like a just deformed beanbag, just ready to absorb bullets. Like, come on, respectfully. Like, I'm glad that nigga got out of the way. All y'all Chirac gangsters retire to LA, and if you ain't got that much money, retire to Vegas. That's it. And if some of y'all want to continue your life of crime, go to Atlanta. That's how it goes. Nobody stays in Chicago. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean.
No, they say you alive, man. You know what I'm saying? But
I ran into this thing in the Vegas casino. He's just bullying the casino niggas now. That's a lot better than ducking and dodging the other savages in Chicago, man.
then they say he did die. You know what I'm saying? Then I go on the internet because I'm really finna make the video on it the day before. I mean, that's Saturday, but I'm like, man, I don't know. I ain't finna just make no video and he ain't dead. And I wake up and I just see, man, everybody, damn.
This news just made a video and he broke the news. And I know
I'm behind the wheel, nigga. I'm doing my thing. Oh, shit. Duck, nigga, move. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ride with your head behind the thing. The nigga's cold. You nigga seat way back. You got the thing right there. Make sure that motherfucker come in your head. Niggas be having their face right there at the window. That's how niggas get hit all in their shit. Low end niggas. They from the low. At the same time, he did whatever he did, but he still was people that lost their life. You feel me? So Man. Well, I don't know, man. That shit different, bro. What, you feel me? You know? Shit like, man, what? Broski. Anything I say is that shit obviously whatever. I don't know because I don't, Durk was out when a nigga took them niggas watches and shit. So obviously, that's one thing about the trenches, man. Just because a nigga a rapper, you ain't the nigga that's respected for real. You know what I'm saying? It's niggas in them trenches that's still in them trenches that's respected, and they doing what they want to do. So for all that to happen, this Durk mans and he Durk mans, and y'all still get out on them, that was no respect for Durk. You feel me? Because if I bring my homie that I fuck with around my homie, and these both my homies gang, I ain't gonna lie, man, young boy, like, and this you never knew. Bro,
I was trying to get him to talk about the part where like he was getting car parts, and I think King Yellow was just like, "Why are you out doing that?" And I'm like, "Yo, sometimes they talk about street niggas respectfully. Like Zoo probably had about like $40 in his name. Like let's keep it a bean. Like I'm not even being disrespectful, but there's an idea that fans think that these guys, who for the most part they're an affiliate of a rapper, and a rapper that probably can't really finance their lifestyles anymore." Like have all this money. Like, oh, so like I seen someone say, why would Zoo go get car parts for his girl? Why didn't he have somebody else do it? Nigga, who the hell's gonna do it for him? Like, he act like this nigga's like Diddy. Like he got workers and employees. No. You know what I mean? Like, these people still have to live their regular lives. So somebody's connecting this Lil Sam situation. They're saying, go check Lil Zay Osamas watches. It said he's mentioning here. Let me see this.
It's like y'all heard about the situation with the watches, right?
I'm about to bring that up with your shit, right?
Yeah.
All right, so look, they be saying that some THF niggas took your shit and then, they took one of your homies' watches and shit, and that's why you kind of fell out with OTF.
I never fell out with OTF. You get what I'm saying? This was the situation. The situation was we had an OTF chat, like where we all talking shit.
A group chat.
Where we pull up each other video shoots and all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I hit the chat. I'm like, pull up to the video shoot. I'm in the rack. You feel me? Motherfucker, pull up to the video shoot. But like I'm telling you, it was niggas in this group chat outside of OTF, like these other different blocks. So two niggas from down there pulled up to the video shoot. I never had no problem with them. No bad vibes with them. So they come to the video shoot. We kicking it. Video shoot over. I leave. I go to my hotel room. Mind you, I get off the liquor. I'm drunk as fuck now. You feel me? I'm in the hotel room. I go in the room. I fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Every night I take my watches off before I take my chains off. You feel what I'm saying? Because I always take my watches off and put it on the table because I be sleeping like this, or I use my hands to sleep. You feel me? So I took my watches off, both of them, and put them on the front room table. You feel me? I wake up the next morning, bro, like 7 a.m, bro. My shit gone, you hear me? Now, I'm thinking back on last night. They came in the room and wake me up because we was buying something from them too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I get them the money for the shit while I'm kind of like sleep. You know what I'm saying? I get them the money and I fall back to sleep. I wake up, the shit gone from in the front room off the table. I'm flipping the whole room. Trying to see where everything at. Mind you, my cameraman was here and my homie was here.
Yeah.
You feel me? But them niggas was so slick. Bro them didn't even see them take it off the table. You get what I'm saying? Bro them probably thinking I still got my watches on or something. So now I'm calling these niggas. They merching on every dead homie in the book that they didn't take it. They didn't got it. They don't know what I'm talking about. I need to check my homies. They probably still, I said, bro, none of my homies would ever play with me, bro. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Ever. So now these niggas telling Smirk and them like, on woo, we ain't got a merchant on all they dead homies. You know what I'm saying? When you merch on your dead homies, you got to be for real. Yeah. You can't lie.
By the way, I had heard that. So remember when we had Zay Osamas on here? Remember Zay Osamas said Zoo was back in Chicago, fucked up and broke. Zay Osamas, I mean, Zoo was supposedly kind of upset at me for giving him a platform to say that. But I'm like, listen, I mean, I try to stay out of y'all Chicago politics these days, but I can't tell a nigga what to say about you and what not to say about you, right?
If you lie, that mean you don't care about your niggas. You a piece of shit.
But then
You know
it's
what I'm
tough to be a thief because all the other person has to do is say, put it on your dead homies, and then you either gotta lie or you gotta disgrace your homies.
So basically, now they real thieves. You get what I'm saying? Now they real thieves.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's like, it's one thing to be gangster. It's another thing to steal. That's why it's kind of like the other shit with Shorty and them. Like, I don't respect shit that, because I'm a genuine nigga, folk. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once you do some shit like that, it's just belt. You get what I'm saying? Cause nigga tried to be 100 with you. Could have did this to anybody else. I could have took you around some niggas, put you on some things, whatever, if that was the case. You stole from me though? Are you crazy, folk? And that's where it went left at. You feel me? Shit started happening, whatever. And all Smirk them told me was like, folk, we respect your gangster. We respect everything you did, whatever you stood on, however you stood on it.
Yeah.
It's that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas like, oh, Zay ain't OTF no more, this or that.
Cause that's, yeah,
bro.
Do it make it harder to be OTF when you got niggas?
No, because
all
you
y'all
gotta
blending
understand,
together?
I know the politics. This is the internet that we looking at.
Yeah.
Niggas like, oh, Smirk with that shit, or Smirk don't care, but in the back, Smirk just not a person that's gonna voice his opinion over the internet. You get what I'm saying? He never been that person to voice his opinion on the internet. But in the background, he not hanging around them niggas. He don't fuck with them niggas. Only nigga from over there you fuck with is Zoo.
Zoo, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And Fool barely even fuck with them niggas. Smirk locked up right now. You feel me? Fool fucked up in the trenches somewhere.
Yeah.
So he gotta be around those niggas. And none of those niggas not OTF. None of those niggas is not OTF, gang. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. So how you end up finding out them niggas took it though? They was on the line with it or some shit?
You know, once ain't shit happening this day, but look, once the shit happened,
yeah,
we spin a block. You feel me? That's when
Man, I miss Warren Chirac, man. This would be some great fuckery. But I'm glad I'm out of it. Holy.
whole helicopter situation happened downtown when they found the choppers and AKs in the trunk, all that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't get locked up that day. They were saying I got locked up. I didn't get locked up. My little brother got locked up, but he got out. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit was happening around that time, bro. It was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was crazy, bro.
Are you think you're gonna be able to stay out a lot of this bullshit, like in terms of like?
Yeah, but that's why I moved to LA, you feel me? So I won't be up in none of that shit no more, you feel me? You gotta understand, niggas broke, fucked up.
Yeah.
So niggas don't even be in the same rooms I'm in.
So apparently Lil Sam is his friend? Who the fuck is Lil Sam? Oh, they got a song together. Lil Sam.
And didn't care about the after effect of nobody else. I'ma let no, you wrong, you bogus, don't like that to people, you feel me? And he could have stopped it. He could have went and got it back. Or maybe he couldn't, who knows? Feel what I'm saying? Yeah, she was with me. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, that shit had happened, you feel me? They locked my mans and them up. We ended up getting out off that shit though. Shit wasn't about nothing.
I think the man's he told me is the Lil Sam dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
man, let me ask you.
It was him right here. He don't want to be in the camera though.
He don't want. Oh.
Yo,
let me ask you, man.
Oh nah. Chat.
I've seen him do it.
Chat.
I've seen him do it.
Chat.
I've seen him do it.
Chat.
I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
man, let me ask you.
It was
man.
him right here. He don't want to be in the camera though.
I've seen him do it. He don't want
that little laugh right there.
I've seen him do it.
Oh.
Yo,
let me ask you, man. How many times have you been arrested in your life?
Man, that shit unbelievable. I can't even count on my hand, folks.
10, 20, 30?
Hell yeah, yeah.
What's up? This is Cam.
Around those niggas. And none of those niggas not OTF.
Overlap with the rap game in ways, but it all everything felt that connect in opinion.
That shit can't have nothing to do with Lil Zay, right? I remember Lil Zay came on my stream and said 5 niggas died over the watch. He said 5 people died over the stolen watch.
Now, some people were popped up.
They say want to hear us rap.
Yes. So he went down the block, searched his car, found the gun. You know what I'm saying? My homie, RP, my homie Tot. You know, folks end up. He was off the drink. He was off high as hell off the drink. He was off it.
Saying that they had stolen Lil Zay Osamas' scat pack.
This deal. Keep your shit up. Yeah. I'm outside for 30 minutes. I'm outside for 30 minutes in front of the studio, tracking my car. I hop in the car. We got to your cousin and shit like that. But
that's cat. You're gonna sell that.
I'm drunk as fuck now.
Is what you say right here.
You know what I mean? Ask where he got. You're gonna see it discussed. Killed BVC Man as Get Back. Let's not forget, TP got killed in front of his kids. The kids had to see their own father.
What the fuck?
So now I'm calling these niggas. They merching on every dead homie. Barely even fuck with them niggas.
You know, he kept that same sentiments that we just saw. I should be preaching peace, but you know how it get. Tornado emoji. He was in, sat right next to him, even talked to him, said he seemed like a nice guy. The restaurant was in a sketchy area. Chicago lawman, but if you go Ulster, very
I ain't supposed to be talking like this on here, but I'm just telling y'all, gang. Stop DMing me, stop texting me, stop sending me shit. I don't give a fuck what I said in that interview. I ain't never snitched, ain't never told them.
Getting money, just signed my new deal. But look though, this was before the deal. I swear to God. 2 watches got stole. About 5 lives got took. Nah,
he just said 5 bodies dropped over these watches. Like, don't sleep on this, man. That's like a over $200,000 watch that he's wearing. A Richard Mille is looking crazy. And he's saying 5 bodies dropped over those 2 watches. And we're about to see those watches. I'm going to tell you what those watches are.
2 watches got stole. About 5 lives got took.
Oh, nah. Oh, nah. I said, what? They said Lil Zay Osamas posted this after Zoo died. He posted a watch. Yo. Yo. You know, I'm thinking the same thing you thinking, but if I say anything else, we back in Warren Chirac mode. I'ma just yo. What the fuck? Posted a picture of the watch. Let me see. DMG Big School. Who's that? DMG Big School. Does he have a picture of a watch up there still? I'm looking at the recent post. Now I know that Zay Osamas came back around and wished some honest condolences, supposedly. Condolences. Right. Oh, they said this was him on IG Live? No way.
Niggas understand how many different pockets you could go in. Like, I like what you said about the drill shit, man. That shit oversaturated right now. Like, that you could hit.
Yeah, brother. Looking good, nigga.
Nah, you already know that, man. They don't want to
That'll
let
push
me.
up on your game, brother.
They don't want to let me be great, brother. I don't know what's wrong with them, man.
You
You
did?
already know that. You know what the fuck finna go on. My hair getting long.
I ain't gonna lie, on Bloody, your shit was, boy, your shit was so, you surprised me, brother.
Yeah, apparently he posted this too. When you catch your favorite op. Huh? And so Lil Zay's brother posted about to get buy a 3.5, get a zoo cake. What?
Guys getting hit with that belt and that hey guys getting hit with that belt and that leather.
You see what happened to people that's still in the streets? I've been left the streets alone. Leave me alone.
Videos that we can't share on YouTube or did or didn't do anything because we damn sure do this or what does this are the ones who told us. Lil Zay Osamas paid tribute to Lil Zoo and decided to speak after his demise, speaking on
Buddy knows on some low down, dirty broke. You feel me? Seen the opportunity and went for it. You feel me? Didn't care about the after effect of nobody else. Didn't care about the relationships, the bonds that it was gonna break or, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. They just cared about self at that point. You know what I'm saying? So they went with their move and they did what they did, and you know.
And that's the part because they stole this man.
Stopped it. I guess his voice.
Oh, yeah, he was on here. He was on here with it. Look.
Spoke volumes back in the day. Not no more. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, here we go.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that he's back in the hood, wearing dirty wife beaters, and he's broke.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard Zoo was mad at me because I let him say this, but I can't control what this nigga say.
For his little homie them, you feel me?
Yeah.
To get a watch back. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I guess his voice spoke volumes back in the day. Not no more. You get what I'm saying? Cause if that was my shorties in my block, been returned if I said soon the first time I said it, you hear me?
True.
So that's what I be saying. A star some a do some and don't care about nobody around them. They selfish. All over some little ass watches. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? I'ma sit back, kick my feet up, and get this money. I'ma just laugh, you hear me?
Man.
But Zoo a good though, for real. Zoo a good. But he back in the trenches wearing white beaters all day. Yeah, I mean, that's just what it is. He ain't do the right thing with the little money he was getting, man.
Then Lil Zoo will respond to the trolling, showing Cash in the same white tank top, letting it be known that he's still in the wife beater, but he also got some money too.
Yeah, man, I usually don't do this shit. You already know how I'm coming though, man. You can say I'm out here in the trenches, tank top on. You don't have to put the tank on for their ass, you know? Guess that tank top wearing off, bro. Niggas don't even pop it like this. I ain't popping enough, you hear me? I ain't done shit but the feds and death, you hear me? You know what's going on, man.
Now, the part everyone didn't pay attention to that I always found interesting was when Zay said that Lil Zoo is back in the hood and he's broke. The reason why it was interesting is because it was a rumor that after Zay went to Durk about the situation, Durk kind of leaned on his side about it. Zoo being Zoo and having THF 46 family, he had the option to side with Durk or ride with the THF family, whether they were right or wrong. There were rumors flying around that Lil Zoo chose to ride with THF, and this is why you started seeing them more around THF members and a little off the radar. But keep in mind, it's all just a rumor because we truly don't know. We just found that it was interesting. However, let's get into what Lil Zay had to say in regards to Bezu and his passing, as Zay Osamas would take to his IG story, reposting a picture of Bezu and captioned it saying, quote, F them ninjas and what they say. I knew your heart, 100 emoji. You know them talks we had, F the blogs and what they think, hashtag rest in peace, Zoo.
So, Zay did a little bit of trolling, but he came back around. So, clearly Zay ain't got nothing to do with this shit, right?
Now, you could take this two ways. You can take this as Zay trolling and trying to be funny, or you could take it as him being serious. Many people believe he was trolling due to their past before Zoo was unalive, knowing that they had animosity. So him saying what he's saying can be sarcasm or just trolling. Like, Zay could be genuine in his post, but...
Man, well, I'm expecting a lot of retaliation. Not that I want it, but shit. You know how Chicago is, man. The rack is going to be the rack, man. Listen, all y'all gangsters, if y'all felt like y'all had enough, and what I mean is if you are 25, that means you are a veteran in the Chirac game. Yo ass should be planning your retirement, and you retire to a few places. You go down there to Miami and start scamming and fucking white bitches. Or you go to Vegas and you start scamming them casino niggas, okay? And start doing crypto or some shit like that. Or if you still want to really be in the mix, you go down to Atlanta because it's sweet down there and it's a bunch of rats from what they're saying. I don't know. I'm just saying that's what niggas from Atlanta, from Chicago be saying. They could bully the scene down there and all they dealing with is this rodent problem. Or you go to LA if you got the bread and live up in the hills and forget all about this shit. But if you stay in Chicago... it's only a matter of time, unfortunately, man. Unfortunately. All right. Okay. I think it's only right we talk about Lil Durk. The news just came down. According to the feds, they claim that they have a confidential informant that will put or will accuse Lil Durk of sponsoring or paying for 6 hits, which means 6 contract killings that they believe may have been carried out or attempted. Okay. Now this came in some paperwork that was filed, and now I have to be clear here. The paperwork we're seeing so far isn't paperwork that is of sworn testimony, but it is of declarations and also a preview to some of what is going to be presented in court. Now, some of this stuff is going to be inadmissible no matter what, but apparently, you know, in them turning over all of the discovery, which is going to be the evidence they plan to use against him, they have decided, and well, not decided, they have now let Durk know that they have multiple people that are confidential informants. Now, you're going to hear my overall and end-all thought with this is that I think Durk could beat this case. A lot of times when we see these salacious things is because the feds want to sway really the public. And I'm not saying the feds play the media game, but look at the Diddy case. They kind of do play the media game. That video of Diddy leaking really weighed a lot on a lot of people's minds in thinking, is he guilty or innocent of anything? When you put out that, hey, and by the way, there's right now, because these submissions aren't actual testimony, there's no need to prove factuality. But when you put out these things like, oh, hey, he may have been responsible for 6 murders, it starts to poison the mindset of a lot of people who might just think, oh, this is a one-off that Durk got caught up in a compromising position or wrong place, wrong time, hanging around the wrong crowd. That's how he got the situation. It turns him to this maniacal, evil guy who is literally playing judge, jury, and executioner and literally playing God with people's lives. So they're saying that a confidential informant is CW1 has provided information to them about shootings and other overt actions that OTF members have done and they've committed on behalf of Durk. They said found the murder of King Von, aka Davon Bennett. The affidavit further disclosed that CW1 knew that the defendant Banks placed other monetary bounties for the murder of people with whom defendant Banks was feuding with, including 6 other individuals. The affidavit also lists significant evidence corroborating CW1's account of defendant Banks' involvement in SR's murder. The affidavit further states that CW1 provided information about shootings and other overt acts. Yeah. And the affidavit provided a specific example of racketeering activity in which The defendant Banks and other OTF member participated specifically in an Atlanta robbery turned into a shooting, which Banks and Davon were both charged and with attempted murder and participation in a criminal street gang, which, by the way, they're not mentioning here that it was actually dropped. Here's the thing. The feds have beefed up what in these pre-trial declarations. They've beefed up a lot of things, but they're not coming with nothing that's holding water. I think Durk could beat this. Now, I know some of y'all, like, because of the salacious content, when we hear 6 hits, number one, he's charged for 1 murder, okay? Every other murder they've actually thrown in the pot or they're speculated. I'm not saying Durk didn't do these things, okay? I'm not here to speak to his character or to speak to what the facts might actually be. I'm only speaking to what the prosecutor is coming with. They've mentioned that he killed somebody that was in revenge for his brother dying, but he ain't charged with it. It is what it is. He's not charged with it. We waited, like, trial is supposed to start, like, I believe in January or something of the sort. If they had more murders, they would have charged it. So now it's a bunch of hearsay. Yeah, and by the way, Durk might have did it. But if you can't come with the charges, it means you don't got enough to even have probable cause to bring that to a court. So mentioning it, these things won't get mentioned in trial. It'll get mentioned in a detention hearing, which that's what we're reading a lot of times. It'll get mentioned in sometimes, these motions for whatever, or them explaining how discovery is being given out, or sometimes it's like it's their answer to certain motions. You get a lot of leeway to mention these things, and they all go viral. But none of these things are actually in court. None of them are chargeable. None of them I'm seeing him charged with. He's not charged with for the Montgomery Wilson murder of Stephon Mack. He's not charged for that. They're now saying there's 6 hits. Who are the people who died? Who were the bounties? And here's the problem, and this is why I think that Durk might actually beat this. I keep waiting for the dead to rights shit. CW1, which is confidential witness 1. Check this out. They're a criminal too. They're probably a shooter. They're probably on camera or caught dead to rights, so they have to do the telling. Here's the point. I think I've been waiting for this like dead to rights situation with Durk. Even if there's 2 or 3 snitches, if those guys are the guys who are the actual murderers and killers, I think Durk stands a fighting chance that if a jury, all they have to go off is loose credit card records, which, yes, it doesn't look good that credit card records probably paid for the flight of some of the guys who did the murder, but I think that's an easy thing to address in court. There is multiple trips. Like, Durk travels probably like twice or 3 times a week. He never goes alone. He goes with niggas. He travels with hood niggas. There's probably situations where he's flown to Miami and one of his niggas got in a fight, or I don't know, maybe did some bullshit. Did he pay for that too? Again, we have to think about a scenario where if we don't have Durk affirming that he was going to pay money or affirming that killed this person directly, yes, we have people saying that he did, but if we have no audio, nothing on text that's really like, we got you, I think, and we've seen in the Hernandez-Gavon case, I know that's a state, he has a fighting chance that maybe a jury won't convict him for life. Remember, if he gets convicted, it's life imprisonment immediately, just off of what another criminal is saying. Like, does he have motive? Of course, but everybody who would like King Von would probably want to see. I'm pretty sure the mom of King Von and the sister of King Von would want to see Quando Rondo or Lil Pab or Lil Tim dead, right? Yeah, so there's a lot of people with motive. We need more, and as much as I feel like the feds are throwing in shit that's making the media, it sounds good, but it means nothing. You have a confidential snitch that is saying that Durk is responsible or has put out 6 hits. So come with 6 murders. Where the 6 murders at? We have 1. Oh, we have proof that he slid for his brother. What's the proof? Well, the killers said, when is Durk and OTF gonna pay? Do you have wire transactions from Durk paying them? Do you have Durk talking to them saying, yo, I'm finna pay you? Is Durk talking to them direct? Again, if they had these things, they would have charged them. So again, I do know a lot of us were going off of the 97% conviction rate by the feds, and I'm not doubting that they're not usually good at their motherfucking jobs. The point of what I'm saying is that I'm looking at the discovery and everything they claim to have. Nothing is Durk telling on himself. nothing. I mean, some stuff don't look good. And if we were in a common sense court, we'd probably be like, man, Durk might have been behind that shit. But this is actual court where it goes off beyond a reasonable doubt. Not because common sense says, I know one of them ones. Like, yeah, he probably did. You can't do that. So I'm looking for a lot more meat and potatoes to really make this a real thing. And all they're telling me is that they got like a couple of snitches and then a lot of circumstantial stuff that would kind of help make the point that he most likely did it. I still think Durk has a fighting chance. And from what I'm seeing currently, when they keep mentioning shit that he's not charged with to give the image that he's a nigga that would do what he's charged with, it tells me he has a fighting chance. And I know y'all gonna be sitting there like Aki'sCook.com. I get it. Like, if you think about what the media is reporting on, most of this shit is not affecting the trial. Yo, we got an Apple Watch in jail. Whoop-dee-doo. Cool. He's phone sexting with his girl, whatever, to get his rocks off. Who cares? Where is the damn evidence? And I've told you, this case will live and die on the cooperants. And for right now, I believe all the cooperants are all criminals who are either charged already or are buried up with charges up to their neck that they're hoping to avoid life imprisonment in their damn selves. And I think that's going to weigh interestingly on the jury if they're saying, basically, you're down 6 feet under already, and the only way you could get out of being 6 feet under, because the only way you could get out of life imprisonment is to give Durk life imprisonment. That's why you're telling on him. So we don't know if you're telling the truth. You're incentivized to just tell that you could get out of jail. So how do we really know that you're telling the truth? So that's one of the things that's kind of dawning on me. The second thing that's kind of dawning on me as well is that it was announced that like the feds did a thorough review, and it came out, it was a document filed about the extent of the evidence in discovery. And they're saying we got a bunch of eyewitnesses, or not eyewitnesses, but like snitches, which we expected. But what I also thought, and I thought they would get, is they would go through that phone, that iCloud, and probably find something where somebody sends them a video like, yo, Durk, we got that done. Here's a video of us killing the nigga. Because some of these sick guys, like, they'd be like, yo, I want to see the video when you do it. Lil Durk phone. But instead, the feds actually came back and they said they reviewed his iCloud, his ex's Twitter, his social media account, and they're saying that they're not going to use any of that. So they're not using no text messages he sent or received, which is like, that's kind of interesting. Maybe they have him on a wiretap. I don't know. We're not hearing nothing that they have Durk saying, or someone saying to Durk directly, that would seem to confirm that this crime that he's charged for in terms of murder for hire, he's actually guilty. Okay, now I'm not saying Durk ain't do these things. All I'm saying is that somebody said, Aki, you're crazy. I don't think I am. I think y'all thinking too much with common sense. Y'all thinking with common sense. Like, the common sense is, man, that nigga got them niggas knocked off. That's common sense. That's common sense. But in a court of law, you can't convict somebody for life based off, man, it sounds like you did it. It got to be, no, we know it's impossible that you did not do it. And that's where I'm making an argument of him potentially beating it. I'm not arguing I'm not sitting here and saying, oh, there's no way you could have done it, but I'm only arguing based on what we're hearing right now. I'm not seeing the beyond a reasonable doubt expectation that a jury would require. Do you get what I'm saying? And for that, because I was with y'all, I'm like, yo, this nigga's cooked. I fell back off it a little bit. I'm like, I think he could beat this. Somebody said, nah, Ak is just good friends with Durk. No. Somebody said, what about Vonnie? We don't even know Vonnie's a cooperating witness yet. We still don't know yet. Someone said Ak wants to interview. No, bro. I'm honestly looking at. You tell me the evidence. And I feel like I kind of know the case a decent amount. You tell me the evidence that you feel that's going to get him convicted, and I'll see if, I'm thinking reasonably here, because all they got to do is poke a bunch of holes into all these theories, even though I will say it could become overwhelming, right? Like, I think in many cases, even if there's holes in a case, if you have 15 people that say the same thing, roundabout, that's what's going to happen. Just tell me the evidence. I'm looking at King Akademiks chat right now. Somebody said Jam is jamming up folks. Somebody said look at other famous Fed cases. And also, like, they're putting a lot of fluff in this type of stuff. Like, they're talking about racketeering and stuff like that. It's a murder for hire. I mean, yes, it's a conspiracy charge, but it's not RICO. Vonnie's locked up in Oklahoma. Fed snitches are different than state snitches. They don't play to lose. No, I'm not saying the snitches are gonna go up there and do the YSL Woody. That don't happen in Feds. So it's gonna happen just like how it happened in Memphis. In Memphis, the killer went up there and told exactly what happened. But here's the problem. When you're now trying to connect it to the guy who supposedly paid for it, I'm pretty sure there's no wire receipt. I would hope. There's no wire receipt. Where and when did he meet you and give you the money? Did Durk give you the money directly? Who gave you the money? Was it Didi? Was it Vonnie? How do you know the money came from Durk? Did they say it came from Durk? Okay, cool. Are they willing to say it's Durk? Is Didi going to flip? Is Vonnie going to flip? We don't know. We just, again, we're going off a lot of hearsay. And from how I've looked at this murder, let's say this is true, right? Let's say it happened. I've looked at this murder. Durk never talked to the shooters. Durk's contact or connect was with two people, Vonnie and Didi. Didi gets the shooters. Vonnie gets the guns, and he gets the masks. Durk don't deal with payment. Durk don't put no gun in nobody's hand. Durk is not communicating with the shooters. Durk tells his booking people, yo, yeah, I could book whoever, whatever, just don't put none under my name. Okay? Obviously, use a credit card. We get that. Cool. But Durk his defense is going to play ignorant. Oh, we didn't know. We book members all the time to come with us on tour or come to blah, blah. Like, that's a coincidence. You're gonna send somebody to jail for life just because they booked a flight? No. It's gonna happen. We just seen with the J. Breezy thing. The nigga sent the Cash App that's clearly paying for the Airbnb where the killer stayed. They don't have enough to arrest him, right? Because yes, that's probably reasonable suspicion, right? But is it probable cause that he committed a crime because he sent money? The person could have just asked him, yo, I need $397. I'll pay you back tomorrow. Oh, okay, sends it to him. Does it mean that he did the murder? No. Even if he had motive to do it. Now, I'm admitting that there's more probable cause in this Durk case. All I'm saying is that it's going to come down to these snitches telling on Durk. And when they tell on Durk, I believe that Durk will have, with all the money and resources he should have enough to counter all of that to give him a fighting chance. I think you guys are already putting him in the ground to say he's guilty. I just don't believe that. So put it like this. Before now, because they're now kind of revealing that there's more co-conspirators, or like not co-conspirators, but confidential witnesses. Basically snitches, right? The shooter, if the shooter never talks to Durk, how does he put Durk in jail? Well, the shooter gonna say, shooter gonna say Didi or Vonnie. Oh yeah, nah, Vonnie's the one we met up with after the shooting at In and Out. Vonnie said he was gonna have the money for us. If I'm Durk's attorney, I'm saying, hey, have you seen Vonnie in a jewelry store with Vaughn? Did you see Vonnie owning this? How sure are you that the money that let's say Vonnie did pay him? How sure are you that money that Vonnie paid you came from Durk. Vonnie got money too. How could you ensure that? Maybe the nigga could be like, well, nah, Durk called us on FaceTime right then. Well, now it's your word. Like, you gotta remember, these aren't like innocent victims that's not street niggas that's gonna be the witnesses. These are street niggas that are criminals who killed people. So it's like, y'all are saying the jury got to believe killers who actually pulled the trigger to send Durk to jail. Now, if you put 15 killers up there who all said, nah, Durk all pay us, I think they're going, of course. Shit, you put 5 up there, I'm like, if they all saying Durk did the same thing, same MO, might be. All I'm saying, he got a fighting chance, man. Why is the Fed's evidence sealed from the defense? No, they got to give over all the evidence. Now, some of the stuff is probably under protective order. Like, they're probably trying to make sure certain things don't get leaked. Because remember, I told you it's a case about how the snitches are going to tell on Durk. So if some stuff gets leaked or gets handled in a certain way, the families of those people could be put in jeopardy, which might jeopardize those people actually wanting to cooperate. There's a page on here called Durk Docket or something like that. Let's see. Or maybe it's Durk all day. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Sorry. So Durk is opposing an anonymous jury. Here we go. I think this should be So AEO. So Durk has to see the stuff. But certain stuff they're gonna do attorney eyes only, which means Durk could only see it in the presence of his attorney. So sometimes you can have the paperwork of your case in your cell, but they might not want to do that where Durk gets to fucking, use his Apple Watch to take a picture to send to the streets, and now the streets have a list of niggas to kill. You get what I'm saying? Like, I bet you want Durk free, kill these niggas right here, and he's good. So there's a bunch of protective orders, right? And they say have digital data from co-defendants, right? And co-conspirators and extraction, blah, blah. It's needed so the government could produce, blah, blah, while protecting sensitive information from unauthorized disclosure, right? Which means they don't want their stenches get exposed. Okay. And some of this stuff, let me see. Okay, there's a bunch of BS here. Okay, and Durk's opposition and opposition to the motion. Okay, so this is the opposition to the motion about, Didi, was it Didi or whoever else wanted to separate? I said that it would be good for him to separate because once you separate, you don't have a direct link for Durk. Now, the government is saying we don't want you to separate, and it's saying it's listing it why here. Despite blah blah blah. Yeah, it's saying that we can't have them separated because to tell the real story, to tell yeah, if they separate, they won't be able to tell the story of how all of them are involved, and that's the only way to explain how this death happened. Yeah, defendant Banks tried to conceal his participation by acting through trusted intermediaries, including Wilson. So that's what they're saying. We can't get Didi's Wilson. And so if Didi gets off the... I said the same thing before they even filed this. Didi People felt like Diddy was trying to sever his case to snitch. No. Diddy's severance helps him and helps Durk because Durk never talked to the shooters. He never talked to the shooters. He never paid the shooters. He talked to Vonnie and he talked to Diddy. They don't have Durk in this crime without Vonnie and Diddy. So that's what the government is saying. We can't bring Diddy out of this. Diddy's needed for us to prove that Durk did it. It should be denied. First, the defendant attempts to isolate each piece of the disputed evidence, and Okay, cool. So, evidence related to associated shooting and killing. This evidence proves the motive. Blah blah. Evidence prove. Okay. Banks statement on a podcast acknowledged the public pressure to slide for Vaughn. Okay. Yeah, so they just won the motion and said they're saying Durk and Diddy are inextricably intertwined, okay? So the jury is entitled to know the circumstances and the background of a criminal charge. Okay. All right. So basically, it's a whole long write-up why they should dismiss this motion to separate Diddy from the rest of the guys. Okay. And by the way, anything that's filed here that's redacted, it's not redacted to Durk. So Durk and his lawyers could see this. It's redacted. It's redacted to the docket. So how it's filed is filed with a notation for redaction, because since it's a criminal trial, it's the United States versus Durk ETA all, right? Which is Durk and crew. It's the right of the public to be able to view this information unless a judge deems some of the information private, sensitive, or might disrupt a ongoing investigation or put people in danger. So they could either redact within a document like this, or they could seal it, if you get what I mean, right? If it's the entire document. So they redact here. But Durk and them could get it. You're entitled to see. You're entitled to get anything if you're the actual defendant. The only thing they could do is, with some of the discovery, they could ask a judge to not disclose everything about the discovery. Like, they might be like, "Hey, we have this thing. We will show it to the defendant because we have to, but we don't want them to have it all day, all night. Like, we want it to be attorney eyes only. So when you're with your attorney, you can see it, but you're not taking it back to your cell to send that shit around that people get killed." Okay. Government intends to introduce a text message thread where Banks sent OTF conspirators, including Diddy, a screenshot of Banks taunting a rival. "I got him hunting you up. Better have your ski mask on," right? So they're kind of showing that Durk and Diddy are connected. And in due time, of course, Whack 100 called in. Whack, it's good.
Man, what up, bro?
Shit, I'm on stream right now. What's up with you?
So I don't know. I ain't heard from you. You know what I'm saying? I hear you letting Trap Lord get checked. Fuck going on, bro? I don't know what's going on, bro.
Nah, I let him get checked.
Table, my nigga. Trap Lord part of our table act. We ride for the table act.
I did not let Trap Lord get checked. If anything, I ain't gonna lie, I think Trap Lord was standing a bit more business than I thought he would have, because so I go check Central C. Shout out to my man Central C. Me and him, we have a good relationship. Yeah. They tell me Trap Lord Ross is close by. I rock with Trap Lord Ross. That's my guy. So, at first I said I should tell him to pull up, but I could see there's a little bit of friction And I'm like, all right, maybe that's not a good idea. Anyway, Trap Lord pulls up with his 2 security. And when he pulls up, he comes in a booth. Okay? He comes in a booth, fam. And when he comes over there, I try to, I'm trying to play peacemaker. But what I realized, Central C kind of daps him up. And I'm not going to lie. It might have been like Central C looked over his shoulder twice. And I'm noticing, I feel energy coming over. And it was his manager. His manager name is YBZ. And his manager was instantly just going up at Trap Lord. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, we weren't gonna let nobody do nothing to Trap Lord Ross. However, I couldn't, because I was peeping the situation. I couldn't tell him, man, fuck that. He ain't going nowhere. Why? We're in their booth. Like, that's literally their booth. It's like you invite somebody to.
No, I get you. I get you.
So I gotta.
What Trap Lord do to him?
So apparently, Trap Lord did a 4-hour video, and he does these videos kind of analyzing these guys and what they claim to be, this and third. And I guess Trap Lord said, based on his research, and he Trap Lord from London too. Trap Lord said he's not what he's portraying to be. This is like more of an act. It's like a gimmick, and he's like, yeah, there's real street dudes behind him, but he ain't like that. And I think what it is in the UK scene, people looking at, they're looking at Central C a little bit type of way. I mean, I don't look at him like that because I don't think we look at Central C over here and think about his street cred. We just look at him for good music. But over there, they're saying there's another individual that they're like, oh, that's the real guy. Some guy named Digga D or something like that. So.
Oh, yeah, I know Digga D.
Yeah. So they don't like that Trap Lord made that video because it's kind of pushing forward that narrative that, it's not what it's not. And, so the guy said, man, yo, just get out the booth with it, man. So, only that happened. And did you see the video afterwards when he got out?
No, I didn't see it. I didn't really see it. Somebody was telling me, but I knew if you was there, you wasn't going to let nothing happen to bro. Hey, you checked your text? I sent you something earlier.
Oh, let me see. Yo, when he got out the thing. Yeah, when he got out the thing, he was talking shit to them. He said, man, I pulled up. So he was saying on business. Hey, well, I'm gonna be honest, man. Listen, it's come to, and we gonna get into Durk shit, but it has come to my attention that you might be misinformed here. What's going on with this T Grizzly stuff, man? T Grizzly hit me and he said, yo, listen, Act, I'm tired of niggas lying on my name. He said ready to clear it up. So me and him, we gonna have a talk.
T Grizzly ain't hit you with that, bro. Act.
No, yes, he did. I'll tell you right now. He hit me and he said niggas is lying on my name.
Tell T Grizzly bet you 50. Tell him bet you 50.
Hold on. I'm gonna read you the message that he said.
Okay.
Because me and T Grizzly, we about to sit down soon. And I think they've been, people been saying all type of crazy stuff about him. I know T Grizzly ain't do these type of things. They saying that something with an auntie. I think that's fully capped. And now,
no, I'm not addressing that.
Okay, and then now people is talking about him telling. I know he ain't tell. He said, if I'm a snitch, kill me. That's what he said.
No, that's what he said as an entertainer.
Nah, that's what he said in that music. Come on now, come on, Whack. You part of the exposure. You supposed to clear him of this nonsense. What's the latest status with this, man?
Case number 23CCDF01424. Tell that nigga put 50 on the table. He better leave me. Matter of fact, here it go, Whack. Hold on. If I send it right now, is it going up on Akademiks IG?
Wait, hold on.
No, fuck all that. I've been trying to kick back. R&B been on my ass, bro. She been on my ass to kick back, chill out, because we got bigger business ventures. But if I send it right now, is it going up on Akademiks IG and it stay there till Monday? Yes or no?
We gotta verify this paperwork. We gotta.
No, this is. Hey, listen, nigga, this is verified. I don't give a fuck. Listen to me, bro. How long you been knowing me, bro? You know I will play possum. I sat back and like the dummy he is, because I wasn't saying nothing, he thought he ain't got nothing. But when you got in the Supreme Court of the state of California, the people of the state of California plaintiff responded versus Tony Johnson, defendant appellate, second appeal, District 2, case number 23, Charlie.
Are you reading from a paper right now?
0124, Los Angeles County Supreme Court case, the Honorable Christopher S. Brown, Judge, the Attorney General of the state of California, accuses above named defendant of the following crimes: felony complaint, count 1, on or about September 24th, 2022. Listen, Act, here you go. I'll send you this.
Whack, hold on. Wait. Whack, hold on.
Act, you know I'm never gonna put you in the
Wait, hold on. Where did this come from, though? I'm gonna read what he said. I'm gonna read what he said. Yo, Saturday he hit me, said, Act, these niggas out here pushing fake paperwork, Act. I said, nigga, when we gonna get up to clear the air with all this shit? It's kind of make you look and sound crazy. He said, let me know I'm ready when you is ASAP. I've been telling you to hit the line. I said, yo, I was in Vegas for conference.
Okay,
I said,
it's this simple. Look, I got to work. It's 3 pages. I've been had to work. I just sat back.
What's the case number? What's the case number? I'm gonna look it up myself too.
I just sat back and let this bozo play like I didn't. Act, listen.
Wait, are you into it with T Grizzly? I thought he was your man.
I'm not into it with nothing. Listen, bro, it's this simple. If a nigga, look, Shooter's my man. That's one of my little mans. He been telling me for 8 months, the nigga told on me. I'm gonna tell you who Shooter is. Remember that case out here, downtown LA? The rapper from Atlanta, J Money, J something. He got shot up in the Asian dude's Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Okay, Shooter in jail for that. He didn't had 2 hung juries, right? He going on this. He start trial for the 3rd time next month. Shooter been telling me, whack. My attorney's telling me we got action at beating this shit one more time. But they coming with this shit that nigga T Grizzly told. He's verbally telling me this, right? So I'm like, until you send it to me, I can't do nothing with it. Now, Act, you know I line a nigga up. The first paperwork I put up, we threw it up. I knew what he was gonna say. He was gonna say, oh, that don't look right. What it is it's the right verbiage, but it's not the court document. Now, Act, I do have the court document.
So Smirk, he's getting hit with another case, man. I know this is a short video, but man, keep your head up, Smirk. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel so bad for Durk, man. Like, even though, let's keep it a bean. All the stuff that he's probably charged for, he probably did it all. Like, let's just keep it a book. We hope he beats the case. It's like ASAP rocking the shooting, bro. We seeing in 4K him do it. But we hope he beat the case, and he beat the case. So let's just hope Smirk beats the case. It's a lot. What Axe says is 100% true. If Durk loses case, he will go broke, and he's probably spending life in prison. So yeah, if Durk doesn't beat this case, remember K Flocky's basically gonna be like, man, I feel bad for Durk, man. But pray everything goes well. It's your boy Big X News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.